Morning everybody. We're still setting up, but Eddie spotted we've got an inbound, so we thought we'd open with that. So good morning to everybody. Welcome to Zurich, I guess day 3. Here on observation deck E. And I've completely lost my orientation. I'm just powering up the tablet so I can see the chat, so I'm chat blind at the minute. You'll see we've gone back to 1080p. Signal is much better here at the minute anyway, so let's just see how we do. If we have to drop to 720, so we will. Good news is the weather prospects do improve, so we anticipate going off air somewhere between 1 and 1:15. It's a little bit of a faff to get back to our gate, so we just need to be sure which gate our Edelweiss departure is going from. If it's going from gate E, we can probably stay on a bit longer. If it's gate D, we've got to go through some kind of purgatory. Well, very polite purgatory, but so I'm just opening the tablet. Can't see the chat, so don't be offended that I've not said hi. Grateful if folks could confirm sound is okay. In my headset, it sounds a little bit like I'm in a phone box, but we're under a slatted roof and around a lot of metalwork, so probably not that surprising. So I am just going through all the startup messages on my steam-powered tablet. Probably an area we probably should look to invest in next year. Still works though, so while it still works, it's good enough. It's just when you're chasing time, it's not your friend. So here we go, here we go, here we go. So I've got the chat up, that's a starting point. Bygone. It's the kind of morning that wouldn't look out of place in Manchester at the minute. No disrespect to our friends that live in Manchester, but it really is tricky if you were out in the open. Right, chap, as I can see it, is Keith Cornell, Chigwell's finest. He's in the house. So good morning, Keith Cornell. Hope the sun is shining on your parade. Political bias, second in the house, which means I'm actually seeing it for once in the right order. PB, I hope all is good at Granton. Hope the sun is beating your way too. I think it's forsaken us, unfortunately. So Nell W, good morning Nell. I hope you're looking out for us on the return journey. We're expecting a nice big wave, or perhaps some sort of beacon, very pistol flare or something as we get over Belgium. Deborah Speller, big wave from Mark. I think it'll be a big wave from Eddie, but Eddie's just doing a bit of, well, I'm trying to do that. I've just seen it's gone in a lot more. Was that a big fat one? Yeah. We may have to put a bag on the camera, which Eddie will not enjoy because it's harder to operate the toggle, but I think we'll try and manage it as we are for the minute. Sorry Eddie, I did say I was taking wiping duties. That doesn't sound right, does it? So where were we? Nell W, Deborah Speller, Rab H. How goes it, Rab? Oh, is it Hey Mandy H? I can't see Mandy H on my screen at the minute. Oh no, the chat's jumped. Right, I think I'm back where I should be. So, Rab H, yes, it was going to be Rab. Good morning, Rab. How you doing, buddy? Hope all is good. Paul's hijinks. Hello, my friend. We are back in 1080p today on account that the signal here is vastly better than where we've been for the last 2 days. So we've got the kind of signal strengths we would have naturally anticipated. We've not gone gung-ho with the bit rate because we'll judge whether it's a sustainable signal as we go on. But we do bond a number of sims, so we're doing all we can. Let's see how it goes. Mandy H, yes, wave from Mark as well to Mandy H, and HGC is in the house. Good morning to you, HGC. Eddie's working the camera furiously. I know he's got a target in sight at the minute. What's he looking at? Swiss A380, I'm supposing. We've got a Vueling as well, 320 cruising across the track as well. All happening really. Ash Watts, good morning to you, and hope you're keeping well, buddy. Ah, you're right now, W. Yep, we love Zurich. Eddie and I had a very long conversation about Zurich last night, and I think I might have mentioned it on the pop-up stream yesterday. I think we will definitely pencil this in for 2025, but be able to apply a lot of the learning we've gained from this trip, which is the advantage you get once you've seen the track conditions. So we kind of know how we can save a bit of money here, how to get around a bit more efficiently, and some other little, what do they call it these days, hacks. Yeah, hacks I guess. So that's all good. Let's just check we're not dropping bits. No, that's all good. Come on tablet, point the right way. Rab, sounds like you've had a tricky few days actually, and I don't suppose that will mean a hard drive swap out is the easiest thing to do when you've got a lot of things to be musing on. Once you've sorted that, you can upgrade my hard drive for me. Thanks as well for confirming sound is good, and LW as well. This chat is just bobbing around like it's been hooked into my pulse rate. So at the minute, I've lost orientation, Eddie. Which way is that away? I'll get on flight radar.
That way is the opposite of 18.
Is it 32?
Yeah.
I think it could be.
So we think that landing on runway 32 currently, based on the fact that I recollect they were taking off.
Taking off from 28, or is this 40?
Taking off from 28. Yeah, that's 28.
Yeah, that's 28.
And landing on 18.
So our left to right shot, folks, at home, is runway 28 departures.
Yeah.
Straight ahead of Eddie's position, we've got arrivals currently, whether that's switches, and we think that is runway 32, we think. But Eddie's accurate a lot more than I am, has to be said. Oh dear. But it is discombobulating when we keep repositioning ourselves. Plus, this wasn't where we initially set up, and we might actually, if there's any runway changes later, drag the kit to the end of the pier if circumstances demand it. At the minute, this is the sweet spot. Oh, we've got one rolling. I'll try and get this up on flight radar next. Simon E, good morning to you, Simon E. Rab, I don't think any of it's the easy part, mate. I'm always in awe of all you good people who know what they're doing with IT. My skills are legendary, aren't they? But not really for the right reason. Still looking okay. So we've got, I don't know if Ed's had it on camera yet, we've got Singapore 777 right in front of us. BizJet Park's got some interesting, if you look, there's a Swiss in there parked in amongst the BizJets. It looks bonkers. If we were on the other viewing deck, I'd take a picture of it. It looks like the...
Could it be an overload overflow parking situation.
It must be. It must be that. Right, let's have a look.
We've got something taking the centre line on runway 28 currently.
Oh, I know what I'm missing.
Flight radar.
No jokes there, folks. In particular, I am missing flight radar. It's dropped off. So let's reinstate that. Right. Radar. 24, please. Not flight radar 12. So this is the thing. And we're rolling. And we've got an Edelweiss 340 pushback as well. So Eddie's got plenty coming your way. Aircraft you are looking at. Off to Luxembourg. And we have a A340 on pushback and turn at the minute. As I found it on the old what do you want to call it? What do you want to call it? Tablet. Mayhem with Mark. Off to San Jose is this A340. But hopefully the airport map is upside down to our position, but now I've got that, I think I'm in with a chance. I just can't remember the names of the runways, but I'll get that in a bit.
Here's
Gerald Johnston. Good morning, Gerald. Back to Eddie.
Sorry, Gerald and Mark as well. Here's a question for you, Mark, and for everyone watching. Is the A340 increased in beauty since 747s are less commonly seen? Are they more interesting to look at because they are, apart from the A380, the main, what's the correct way of saying this, 4-engine aircraft?
It's interesting. I have a thing personally, and let's let the chat decide on that one, so that's a thought-provoking position, Eddie. When a type is going out of service, the Saab 340 with Logan Air was an example. I know 340s are going elsewhere. It felt sad to me. I feel a sadness when you see things leaving the skies, like the VC-10 or Concorde. So for me, it's a bit of that, but it must be magnified by the scarcity of quad jet action, or certainly passenger action. So as always, folks, I know we're only a small crowd in the stream at the minute.
Sorry, will the audience forgive me for taking a photo of this one briefly?
Yeah, that's that top button.
Yeah.
Single press. And he's just taken a snap which will have frozen the screen and unfrozen it, so we're all good. Andre Sigrol, good morning to you, sir. And Bruce 747. Bruce says nothing will replace the 747.
Well, no, I agree. The 747, I think, is unparalleled in its iconic status among spotters and aviation enthusiasts alike. I think
probably better let this rolling, Eddie. We can't compete with that. The noise.
Yeah.
I agree with Deborah Speller. Wow, what a great racket. Back to the 747 thing. Bruce 747. Can we rule out you reappearing in the chat as Bruce A340? I'm thinking so, but I just throw it out there. I mean, the 747 is just its own icon, isn't it? All ends up. Groundbreaking plane.
Well, as I was saying before we were greeted with the Turkish Airlines Airbus A330, that I think the 747 amongst aviation enthusiasts is largely the more popular and iconic figure in terms of aircraft type, but in terms of thinking about the way that we don't see many commercial airlines operating that 747, at least in the UK anymore. I actually don't really see the A340 to be fair in the UK. I don't know. I'll leave it to the guys.
That's the beauty of it. There's an angle every which way you look. It's a bit like Eddie and I in the model shop yesterday trying to choose our takeaway planes. More on that another day. But
no, but here's a really good one I want to ask the guys joining us today for our plane spotting adventure. Would you rather fly on a Swiss A340 or a Lufthansa 747? Because there are sort of legacy options in the European air travel market. Obviously we have the A380, but
I'm just going to jump in very quickly with a couple of good mornings. Sam Furlaway and Walter, hello to you. Paul Danino, good morning to you, and I'm pretty confident they don't play Julie Andrews all flight, but if you were going to San Jose, you'd probably know the words off by heart, wouldn't you? Oh dear. Thank you, Bruce 747. That's removed for certainty. Bruce is definitely not considering a rebadging.
we can't get Bruce to rename himself Bruce A340.
I think I'm going to do something really left of centre when I stop live streaming. I'm going to be in there under my new handle, and it'll say A320 lover.
Yeah. Well, from A320 to A220, we've got an Air Baltic A220.
Oh, we're rolling. Eddie's on the money.
On runway 28, which we will shortly see on camera, as it's picking up speed at a rather glacial pace. I wonder if this is an aborted takeoff, or whether he's got so much runway in hand that he can encroach. So now on camera is that Baltic, and yes, he's vacating. He's had a change of heart. And we're going there, and you can see the aircraft I'm talking about roll through the screen now. Back to you, Mark.
We all got excited there, didn't we? Bruce has retagged. Bruce is 747, not 340. Oh, big respect. That was very dexterous. That would have been a 2-hour job for me changing my handle.
I love it.
Yeah, super smart. Oh, I don't know now, W. You can't just drop the W now. It wouldn't work. You've got a cult following.
Unless Nell wanted to rename herself Nell, followed by aircraft type.
Yeah, definitely don't go for the 320 option. I'll tell you the only thing that's a bit of a downside here. I am already dry than a box of sand. We're rolling.
There's a nice little vending machine inside for emergency.
Yeah, well, like about 10 Swiss francs for a bottle of pop.
Well,
I can't even see this plane on flight radar. Oh, it's moving now. Off to Milan. An A320. Ash Watts, thanks for joining us, mate. Have a great time at the beach. No W. No W, dash 8 forever. Well, that's got a cachet to it.
What was, sorry, dash 8?
Yeah.
Now W dash 8.
Dash 8 forever, not just dash 8.
Forever.
That's... Dash 8 is as in like almost tattoo territory, isn't it?
Yes, how we spell that forever? Is it the number 4, the digit 4, followed by EVA, forever?
I think probably Eddie and I should have factored in time for a trip to the local tattoo parlour, really, shouldn't we? And put it to a members' vote what we have tattooed. On second thoughts, no.
Aside from the odd mischievous element in our membership base.
I don't think we've got any mischievous or more mischievous, and there's a few competitors. I just see Hammy is in the room.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Good morning, Hammy.
Let's change the tattoo conversation.
Yeah, I'm not asking Hammy for any tips on tattoos. Off to San Jose. Show me the way to San Jose. Good morning, Tina York. Happy Sunday. From a fairly bedraggled Zurich, but the weather prognosis is an improving one. So at the minute, Eddie and I are in coats. In my case, I've got a fleece, and we've both got polo shirts on. And I'm pretty comfortable at that. But I'm told it could get to 17 degrees before we go off air. So sorry, did I say good morning to TAC? Sorry if I'm doubling up. I'm suffering from visual overload. Being an old geezer. Nell says no tattoo. Oh yeah, Nell's son gets that briefing every time he leaves with friends. It's like one of those road trip risks, isn't it? Where you go, have a cracking time, and then end up with a tattoo that you really didn't want. Lovely catch there, Eddie, as the A340 arcs out majestically. I think there's a couple more that we catch as well during the show, so as long as we're not tricked by the weather, juice-wise we look good for the run time. So we, like I say, we're going to finish around 1 o'clock UK time.
So this is what I found really exciting on the day of arrival. This A340 is taken off, and I think he's going to overfly the airport, but we're just going to lose him.
Can we open the sunroof?
Yeah. Anyway.
What's Hammy saying? Hang on a bit. Our plane's already running late, says Hammy.
Obviously he's got a number of sectors to complete today.
Yeah, it's off to Fuerteventura, if that is what FUE is.
Oh dear. That is the kind of place where you can accrue time with relaxed travel.
It really is, isn't
makers.
it? I mean, I don't mind us diverting through there.
I could easily
Hang on, I do, because I'm not really kitted up for that, and I'm out of clean pants and socks, so everything's all in now. HTC, you're right, great looking plane, that's A340. What we got? Somebody else lined up, I see, that's nice. Keep them rolling. Better change my position slightly so I didn't do you much of a service there. Something's rolling now on its way to Athens, so let's see if this is the runway that, oh no, ignore me. 340 is in fact overflying us, you can probably hear it growling.
To be fair, Mark, I think I've got a decent grasp of things here. I think what you do at Newcastle and Edinburgh is more of a challenge. This perspective, I feel, with my periphery vision as it is, I feel as I can see there's an aircraft on 2A coaxing forwards at the moment, which
that's exactly what I was about to say next. Air Baltic, that is an A220, so our first Hooker Wookie of the show. Off to Bologna. Yeah, this place just rocks. Good morning, Glenn's Aviation Love. How you doing, pal? And Kenji is in the house too. There's some cracking hashtaggy type YouTube handles. So Nell W is now re-identified as Nell W-8.
Ah, nice.
But Bruce is in the same game of cards. Bruce is 747, definitely not 340.
Yeah.
My God, loving it.
So I think why this tattoo game is so dangerous is, and it's probably what happens to people when they go on nights out, is I'm in Zurich right now, and I have to say, sorry Bruce, I'm in love with the A340, but that is purely probably going to be a transient thing. Once we're back in British airspace, probably the 777 is going to take its rightful place back as the #1 type in my heart. But out here, seeing that 340 emblazoned with Swiss livery and Edelweiss livery, it's a tough one not to appreciate in its glory.
I'm just going to quickly squeeze in an answer to Hammy's question. So, no, we're not running fireworks today, Hammy. We were gonna, and we could probably reinstate them later, but having jumped back to 1080p, we just wanted to be sure we got good signal. But most pertinently, we can't access the broadcast equipment at the minute because we're under a slatted roof with big fat rain spots dripping off onto the platform. So we may put them in later, but at the minute we're running firework light because the risk is some water just comes down. We've had it's one of these spots that looks okay and all of a sudden you get a little cascade of water dripping down, don't you?
So I think, yeah, you're exactly right with the conditions we're in. It's, that said, being here slightly earlier than the other two streams we brought you guys this weekend, I had a quick peek on the other side of this viewing balcony before we set up to go live, and I think everyone's going to be in for a treat for some of the types and liveries that we've got to go. I saw a Thai A350 this time as opposed to the 777.
Hang on a minute. You see what Hammy's done? If I'd said yes, we got loads of fireworks, he would have not pressed his gold button just yet. Hammy, we'll make it an object of faith at the back end of the show, but Eddie will have to remind me. We'll get the fireworks up and we'll firework away. I'll put you in the book. That's the best I can do at the minute, and offer my, I'm knocking things about, my massive appreciation. You're a great friend of the channel. And I've just realised, I have got a pen in my pocket, that's a relief. I thought that was in the box. I just don't want to take the lid off the box because you just know that you're going to get a freak ingress of water. Brand new pen don't work. That's great value. Anyway, Hammy celebrates 12 whole months. And he wants his fireworks.
Quite rightly too.
Try some. That water's all over the tablet now. It's amazing.
So we've got a bit of action being readied on runway 28.
Thanks, Eddie.
Now rolling is a Swiss Airlines. I'll have to let Mark tell you what type it is from.
I'm going to do all that in a jiff.
Flight radar. And it looks like we might have our first private aviation of the day in short distance behind this Swiss Airlines aircraft.
My flight radar's laggy at the minute.
So it looks like a Swiss Airbus A380. Jetting away.
I'm just going to refresh flight radar. Mine's not even showing that moving. Yeah, I got it now. Wow, that was a delay. Lubyanka. Did you say it like that? Lubyanka? Lubyanka sounds better, doesn't it? And that was an A220, as Eddie says. And 7 years of age at that.
Just admiring, just checking that.
Eddie's admiring his camera work. He's the ultimate professional because he likes to see it back. I think, obviously, we're going to have to get these sacked from camera work.
I would love to say I was admiring it rather than checking in a paranoid fashion that I wasn't being too jittery. But
it's always tricky. It's tricky. Just going back, checking I'm not missing anybody. I think I'm all hallowed up.
There's our first lot of the day, looking for a runway crossover, but I believe it will hold for a departing aircraft. Visually, I can't identify it. I don't know if you've got that one on flight.
But it's an Embraer something or other. I'll just get it. I think it's a 190, but let's just see. It could be a 195. It is a 195 E2. Doesn't look like an E2, but I suppose from this perspective it might not. I'm telling you, I only ever see E2s in KLM colours, so.
On the departing aircraft?
Oh yes. The departing plane is off to Ras Al Khaimah, a Bombardier Challenger 650. That's my plane of the day so far. Didn't we see that in Madrid, that particular colour scheme? And note to Mark, when you're reviewing the commentary, just cross-reference with the Madrid stream, see if that plane is one we've seen previously. Certainly love the livery. Yeah, Nell says that she did an internship in a nursing home many years ago. Tattoos do not age well. And a bit in Formula One terms, just taking you back to the platform, we can't put the camera there for obvious reasons. It must be getting more benign out on the open viewing deck because the ladies just walked out in a dress with no umbrella or jacket. So I think we're just stuck with the water that's dripping off the slats for a bit.
Either that or she's a very enthusiastic spotter.
Well, we can reinstate the fireworks a bit sooner once the drip has stopped. So we've got a fin air. Not sure what that is from here. I'll have to just pull her in view. There's the lot. Right, a fin air E190, I think. See a bit more of it now. Let's get it up on the tablet. You'll see it. Right, it's an Embraer 190 long range. Oh no, he's still on the lot. But somebody else lining up to go, I see. Another BizJet departure, operated by DRF Luftrettung. Not sure that's right, but it's off to Rockall, which isn't pronounced Rockall, Wrocław, isn't it? Don't want to get correctly slaughtered by Audrey. Got the rolling jet. Deborah Speller, I think you've got the same joke book I've got. We've been quick about the lot. She likes the lot, Embraer, a lot. I actually need a lot of planes here as well. But John McKenzie, good morning to you. How's the arm doing, pal? Had an EasyJet just landed on one of the far runways. It'll be our first EasyJet of the show, won't it? Or the stay.
Yeah, we were noting before when we were checking, there's a lot of check-in desks designated for EasyJet. It looks on a relatively permanent basis, yet during our time here at least, the number of EasyJet aircraft we've actually witnessed on the airfield is relatively few. In fact, zero until this arrival from Alicante.
Looks like we've got a United Airlines arrival from San Francisco, a 777. We won't be catching it land, it's behind us, but it will roll out, I guess. Or is it the other side of the pier?
He might go and park on the rear, depending. It looks like he'd be parking on the rear or potentially in that gate that the Edelweiss A380 vacated earlier.
We'll see. So John McKenzie at the hospital Thursday for a scan. An X-ray, more accurately. You're right, no W. The EasyJet thing is rarer than hen's teeth, we'll see it, but we know we've got one. It's bound to come past us. Being Alicante, it's Schlegland, isn't it? So it's going to be over on the main part of the airport. Like there's a little Pilatus PC-12.
It's over there.
You got it?
Yeah.
Tell you what, Eddie is.
I think
I can see it through the mesh.
You should assume that in my eyes of vision, I can see everything. The only bit that I'm not seeing is if a heavy takes off on there. That's the only one that I need a heads up on.
That's the priority, isn't it?
Yeah.
Once I've stopped dancing around the kit, once we've got an hour under our belts, and the rain looks like it's starting to cease here from the dripper point of view, might go for a firework reinstatement. But let's just see where we are. Cloud is still looking pretty rain bearing. There is a lower tier of rain bearing cloud and the higher tier of more passive cloud. Sun Express pushed in. KLM over there.
There's that EasyJet. I'm going to get that Pilatus on camera shortly. But I went chasing the Sun Express, which has been pushed back an extraordinary amount, and my pace of panning was going to mean I was never going to arrive. So I think we'll slowly pan back towards.
So back in the chat, good morning to Random Flights. Hello to you at Edinburgh Airport. I'm Mark.
And I'm Eddie.
There you go. That is the team here at Zurich Airport. So, plan being that we should be able to get somewhere close to, let's get this right, was it 1:15 local time when the Emirates 380 comes in? Therefore that'd be 12:15 UK time, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So that's roughly the window we think we're finishing. Edelweiss cutting into shot as well, I see. Eddie's all over the action.
Got an aircraft lining up on runway 28, Mark. Can you fill us in on the details?
Sorry?
We've got an aircraft lining up on runway 28.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see it. It's a Swiss Air. I believe it is an A321-200 off to Stuttgart. 11 years of age, registered Hotel Bravo, India, Oscar, November. Let's just see if I've got that one correct. Yeah.
Quick look at what I think is a Lufthansa Mitsubishi aircraft, which is also making its way out to the active runway.
Oh yes. I'll just see if I can get my eye on that. And that is actually CRJ 900 long range. So nice little variety of
CRJ
types.
Tripod off there.
So yeah, next out the blocks will be that CRJ 900 that I was talking about, although it looks like it won't. KLM are lining up first. You can't take your eye off the ball here for a minute. the Sun Express that Eddie's tracking is off to Dalaman. 737, 809 years of vintage. Lined up to go, we have a KLM Embraer 195E2, 1 year of age, having entered service in January 2023. So that is your next departure. The minute it's slapped behind the pillar, Eddie, so you're good with the Sun Express. And we're rolling. HGC, see you soon. And we have we're gazing, get the words right. We have this sublime appearance of the Qatar Airways A380-900, a sight we enjoy at Edinburgh during our shows. This one's 6 years of age, and just as is the case at Edinburgh, on its way to Doha. So, what do we need to check out? So that's quite handy. Good morning, Mikey. Welcome to Zurich. Welcome back to Zurich. Right, we've got Lufthansa rolling now. The CRJ 900. Gathering momentum. Into the shot now. Oh, another Sun Express going. It's the Sun Express segment of the show. Don't stop talking, too noisy. Oh, Plane Aviation love. Before I go quiet, the 350 is beautiful.
Yeah, it must be peak time for flights to Turkey, because there's a Turkish Airlines A380 parked on stand right in front of us, and there's definitely a healthy flow of Sun Express aircraft coming and going.
There's a very nice looking BizJet. Oh, you're tasked at the minute. Coming out from, so where it's coming out from? Let's get it triangulated. I'll show you very quickly.
Yeah.
That one.
We'll keep our eyes peeled. It's the best we can do airside.
Oh, there's a funky Pilatus Zoo here yesterday, but we couldn't get here onto the platform because it wasn't open in time. I mean, the 350s are big fish at the minute here.
Be nice to capture that.
Mikey says, how are we finding prices in Zurich? I'll let Eddie answer this because we had a very interesting chat about this last night.
I feel like I love being in Zurich and it's a fantastic place, but it does give me an air of anxiety because even though we haven't obviously purchased a lot of things, just simply by looking at the prices is making me feel slightly nervous. I feel like I've spent a little more money than I have, just because every time you look at something it seems exorbitantly priced compared to what we're used to. That said, we did have a more normal experience when we went into the supermarket last night. I think it's called Migros, the supermarket here in Switzerland. The prices seem relatively...
I'm just going to say a quick good morning, and then we'll go back to that one. Good morning, Foxy B. How you doing?
Yeah, so the prices in the Migros seemed relatively...
Well, we've not eaten a sit-down meal, have we, since we've been here, because the prices are just crackers. So we've been very much living off deli counter type stuff. And I think, was it Friday night, we actually bobbed into the McDonald's nearby.
It's only price competitive meal that we can actually come to, at least as close to the airport.
Thing is, Air Canada coming just past our front, although I can't see it on flight radar. Must be there somewhere. It's under its own power. So Qatar is lining up. What I was going to say is, when we finished yesterday, Eddie and I had a couple of bottles of water and a couple of ice lollies. I had some kind of Solero. Eddie had a Magnum. The point is that comes to about 18 Swiss francs, so about 16 quid. But you see a bit of a gouge. The Air Canada that you have been looking at, Toronto, rolling now with the 350. Aviation, no mate, not had a drop of alcohol on the trip either. Not for economy reasons per se. I think the heat being what it was, you just want an insane amount of water. But no, back to the original point, I think it can be pretty expensive, and then you've got to think getting around as well. So we're not in a hire car or something, so public transport's not unreasonable. But depending on how you connect up with stuff, it is what it is, isn't it? It's a significant world city and a very affluent one at that. So
the trip's been very pleasant though.
I think there's a lot more francs than 16, Bruce. It was about 18 francs, 16 quid, I think, something in that region, 15, 16 quid.
What was that for?
The water and the 2 lollies yesterday.
Yeah.
All part of the adventure. As I say, we've kind of got a lot more insight from being here as to how we could slick things up and do it, do it a bit better on the old pounds.
So the next aircraft departing from runway 28, what's the type and where's it headed?
It is a Swiss A380 Wookiee. It's a 300, 6 years of age, registered Hotel Bravo Juliet Charlie Echo, and that is actually doing the short hop from Zurich to Geneva.
Interesting. We saw last night on flight radar there was a short hop on an A340 from Geneva coming into Zurich, and I think given the choice I'd much rather be on that aircraft.
Yeah, I think I could be there. I could be there with you, definitely. Let's go Geneva. Nell says if Zurich makes you nervous, don't go to Oslo or Bergen. The flight prices to those places, certainly from Aberdeen when I was looking at a potential link up, yeah, the flight prices put me off now. So lining up next, I think we may have seen these at Edinburgh once when we had the Scotland-France rugby charters. Avion Express is departing next in a Casper liveried I'm going to say A320, yeah, A320, 12 years of age. That'll be the next plane that you see rolling, folks. And directly behind that, we've got a Vueling A320 off to Barcelona. So action is lining up nicely. Where are we now? 10 to 10, cowboy time. 10 to 10 to 10, 10, 10. 10 to 10 to 10, 10, 10. Deborah Speller, I told you I'd have the same joke book. Jonathan McD, good morning to Jonathan McD. While we're thinking good mornings, good morning to John Kenneth Williams. It's your birthday today. Happy birthday from Mark and
Happy birthday from Eddie.
How you doing, well, mate? We're not asking how old you are, but you can tell us if it makes you feel better. Can't do any fireworks or anything. We are firework light at the minute, but many happy returns from the Plane Sailing Aviation team here in Zurich. Hope you're doing something nice on your birthday. Well, this is nice, but you know what I mean. Something nice later kind of thing.
It feels like a bit of Air Europa. Well, that's what we're going to see after this departure.
Oh, very good. So this is Welling off to Barcelona. Yeah, Bruce. Yeah, we forgot John Kenneth Williams. We're talking about on-tour tattoos, but perhaps we probably should have a PSA tattoo merch range. Oh dear. Good question. I think John McKenzie had asked about Helvetic. Oh, Helvetic part of the Swiss Lufthansa group?
Their livery would suggest so. That said, my answer's a bit of a cop-out really. I'm not 100% sure.
I'm going to Google it.
My instinct says yes.
Let's just have a go. Helvetic owned by, what, say Lufthansa, aren't they? Lufthansa. Go. No, they're not. According to Wikipedia, Helvetic Airways are fully owned by Swiss businessman Martin Ebner. So despite the similarity with the tail fin, they are independently owned. According to Wikipedia, I'm inclined to believe them. Chipaz 1990. Good morning to you, Chipaz. Hope all is good. I think, Rab H, autumn's with us, isn't it? Certainly in the northern half of the UK. I think it's there. Well, we've got something rolling, a little tiddler, Eddie. I just see that tiddler, and it is a very snazzy Pilatus PC12. Check out the livery, folks. Off to Sankt Johann. Sounds like some part of Switzerland, doesn't it? Sankt Johann.
Up and away. This will be a test for Eddie. There we go.
Here we go, there we go. Yeah, Bruce 747, I don't, but it's the best information I've got to hand. He could have sold it out to Lufthansa Group. If anyone knows different as well about Helvetic's ownership, I always use, I don't know what Eddie's view on this, Wikipedia tends to turn up in the searches a lot, so I like to start at the 10, but usually I like to fact check in 2 or 3 places, because you can get a lot of obsolete information, can't you, on the internet?
I don't know, I mean, I think you're always told to question Wikipedia, but you know, I wouldn't write some kind of dissertation based on information gained from Wikipedia, but I tend to find for a superficial knowledge of a topic it provides a decent overview.
It's a good skim off the top of and running, point of reference. Keith Cornell's got the fireworks going for John Kenneth Williams in the chat. Nice touch there, Keith. Chipaz says it's sunny in Newcastle, mate.
Good stuff.
Won't be when we get there, but it's sunny now. Now that sounds Wookiee-ish.
Delta 76 or 75?
It's 76, I think, but let's see. Let's see. It is actually neither, it's 3:30.
3:30?
Let's go stand in the corner with pointy hats on our head. It's obscured vision, to be fair, but it's quite good actually to try and pick them out by eye. So Mikey says, blowing a hoolie in Edinburgh. Hope that's cleared off by the time we get to the long stay parking. Yeah, Bruce says we think he's still Martin Ebner owning Helvetic. Thanks, Bruce. Like it really could do with a bit of a fuselage paint job, doesn't it?
I think the Swiss Airlines aircraft are so immaculate that it tends to make other aircraft look shabby in comparison.
But if you, Eddie will contrast it in a minute between the Delta and the Singapore directly in front of us. How many shades of white are there? Audrey McDonald, good morning to you, Audrey. Chipaz, yeah, WK 290 is the flight back. Alitalia.
Sorry if the camera got a little bit shaky there, but I think that's the first time.
Don't worry about it, mate.
Today I've lost composure because
excited.
I got excited to see an Alitalia.
We have an ITA with it's an Alitalia tail.
Still in the Alitalia livery, even if it is an ITA.
Yeah, I got excited too. I mean, tripped over my feet.
Look at that. Photo taken.
Don't worry, Kenji. Hammy will never let me forget that I own some fireworks. It's in the book, and if we can reinstate them in a bit, we will do. Once it looks like the rain may have stopped, we're going to probably after the next hour, one of us will scurry around the other side of the pier and see if it's worth just picking the box up and moving it, because we're quite agile, aren't we?
I think at this point this is the best.
Oh, at the minute, definitely. Yeah. I'm watching the other runway now, so I don't think we'd see more moving stuff.
By the time the heavies that are taking off on the runway 18 pick up enough speed, they're already in our line of sight anyway, so all we're
Correct.
missing on really is a little bit of spooling, a bit of starting up.
This is why I bring Eddie along on trips of complexity. So the ITA Airways Alitalia livery is off to Rome. We are in Zurich, or jet lag.
And what's taken off, Mark?
At the minute, it is a Swiss, a Helvetic E190. I'm inclined to agree, Hammy, that the ITA does look, the fuselage looks shabby, but I do love the tail fin. It reminds me of plane spotting as a kid. All those old school type planes that used to be coming into Heathrow, watching them from my nan's back garden. 01 Mike D, hello to you.
Oh, how can we not take this? The excitement. Remind me, what is that type again in the British Airways livery? Just one.
Yeah. It's Dornier something or other, but I'll tell you for certain in a second. Good spot, Eddie. It is a Dornier 328-300 jets. You see this one at Manchester and London City, I think, sometimes when I've picked it up on other streams. It's a beauty. If you want to get a close-up and a snap of that, that would be great. I don't think I've seen one on the stream, one of our streams. Swiss A380 cutting across the front of us, that'll be what you can hear. On its way out to Zurich. From Zurich to Chicago.
We should perhaps get ready for that Delta A330 departure. If you keep an eye on the flight radar for that.
Good morning to SE Aviation. How you doing, pal? Bruce. How old do you think I might be? It is a kind of fair point. 70s kid really, so mid-70s I guess I was, or even maybe as early-ish 70s, 74-ish, I'm not sure. Days of old. Happy days though. So next to go for us is going to be, and it's rolling now, is a Lufthansa A320, 14 years of age, off to Frankfurt. Spotted LW's high temperatures in Belgium. We might divert to Belgium on the way home. And good morning to Gary Fleming. Bruce, I don't know, mate. All my recollections are increasingly in black and white. You know, like as a kid when they used to put kids programs on after about 11 o'clock in the morning. Not really kids programs, but things like Champion the Wonder Horse and stuff like that. All black and white stuff, weren't it? Kids today don't know the more. Oh, what I think about it, folks, gentle plea on likes. If we're not a big crowd today, I think we've got 66 currently liked, but of course every like really helps us massively with the YouTube people. Ooh, Turkish Airlines in Coca-Cola special livery. Eddie will have that for you in a minute. I assume that's Coca-Cola. I'm getting excited now, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons on my tablet. What am I thinking? Yeah. So this is Turkish Airlines in Turkey 100 years livery. So anybody from Turkey, sorry for confusing that with my short-sightedness with the Coca-Cola script on the tail. It's the 100 years livery. Nice for a snap if you can get one, Eddie, if it lines up for you. I'm going back to the old retro track with Bruce. Many a time I can remember the old boy giving the TV a slap. And when I used to stay at my nan's round the corner from Myrtle Avenue, my nan and granddad were always chuffing at the TV. Every time they came in low over the rooftop, you often got the TV, the signal got wobbled. Because of course everything was analogue in those days, none of this cable malarkey and stuff. And you know what, if I had a time machine, I'd be back there. I'd try and bring you a stream from yesteryear. That would be cool. So, I've got NA to NA, so it's a Nels air hub on that Turkish. 67 likes up, thank you, Leica 67, Audrey McDonald. God love you, big hug from Mark. Eddie'd hug you too, but he's on the camera. He's having the time of his life on the camera, has to be said.
To be fair, Mark, if I am enjoying it, but I realise if you would like to have a go, you're more than welcome. You just tell me.
Look, this one's tricky to change over halfway because it's very skittish. Eddie's doing a great job with the lightweight tripod.
I'm very happy to continue. I just don't want to be hugging the controller.
No, you're doing great. But when you want to break, that's all good. Something else Bruce has said that's made me laugh. How old are you, Bruce? Because I'm curious now. Yeah, we were the remote controls for our parents. The old boy wouldn't be out there. No disrespect to Dad, God love you. And if you're watching, Dad, I'm not I'm not hammering you. But yeah, kids turn the TV over. That's true. Audrey keeping us up to focus on the likes. 73. And yeah, Foxy B, that time travel thing would be great, wouldn't it? I suspect if we could jack that trip up, we'd probably have to raffle it to Plane Sailing Aviation members to see who wants to join us. There's so many things that you'd love to re-experience. Right, got an Air Serbia and a Vueling tracking out for departure, and the next plane to cut the shot from the left. Oh, Ian Nicholson. Good morning, Ian Nicholson. We are currently firework free because we've gone back to 1080p. Oh. That would have counted as my miss, but we're not telescoping today. So,
Wasn't a miss.
One. Look, there's smoke coming out of that baby. Thank you so much for your kind generosity, Ian Nicholson. We'll get the fireworks on later, we'll have a rash of them. We sort of gone for a minimal setup while we've gone back to 1080, and with the rain that we've had here, we get all the broadcast stuff is undercover, so I can't get in the box to toggle things, so that's practical reasons. As the weather improves, I think we can reinstate the fireworks. That will be the plan. You're right, John, that's a proper smoker. So cutting the shots, we've got a Swiss A380 off to Toronto. Let's see what's lining up next. I can see a little tiddler jet, I think.
I think the next one's going to be the Delta departing on runway 18.
Sorry?
I think the next one will be the Delta departing.
Okay, I'll watch. Yeah, you're right. Eddie is right. It's rolling as well. There's a Swiss going to be coming past us. Here it comes, A330. Eddie. I'll tell you what, Audrey McDonald, I've just seen your comment about your first flight in a Dakota in 1958. I bet you paid good money to to relive that one. Next departure from runway 28 is an Air Serbia baby bus to Belgrade. 19 years of age, not currently moving, so Eddie can stay with it. Wow, look at the vapours on that baby. Oh, loving that shot, Eddie. Sounds like 1958 was a good year for vintage things. Ram H born that year. Ribbons indeed. Wow, loving that. Great camera work, Eddie. I'm never going back on the camera. Ever. By popular demand. We've got an A330 cutting across us shortly. Just about to go onto the taxiway. And that is off to JFK. So behind that is that Air Serbia. As soon as that's rolling, we'll go straight to that. Gary Fleming, you're too kind. 500 telescopes. It's a bit like DRS in Formula 1 when the weather conditions aren't great. Telescopes are inactivated. Although if it's a real shortcut, I suppose.
Which one are they trying to claim was a telescope?
No, Gary's just saying that we've probably racked up about 500 because of all the competing angles.
Fair enough.
And Ian Nicholson has just very kindly dropped another giftie in. So the first one went to Mikey. Who got the second one? Christopher Dennis. No, I don't know Christopher, so I hope Christopher's in the show. If you are, Christopher and Mark, Mrs. Eddie, hello. So, Air Serbia about to roll, but I think we've got that Swiss, I think we might have a Swiss 330 rolling at the minute, Eddie. Gathering speed at the moment, if I've got this right, 777 off to Miami. So that's going to come from Eddie's right in a jiffy. Ooh, look, he's having a yawn. Mark's reaching for his pocketbook. Flight radar's suddenly gone on strike.
That's a bad call, that one. This could be a telescope. I think I'll save it. There we go.
Air Serbia's rolling. Tablet just took itself off split screen. Nicely done, Eddie.
So then I assume it will be that Swiss A330.
Yeah.
Joining us from runway 18. I found, to be fair, I found it quite challenging when I was on the tablet / flight radar duty on the Friday show. I found it incredibly challenging to work out which runway was which based on our position.
Agreed. Made my head spin.
Got another roller on 228, so they're obviously taking their time on runway 18.
Of Welling, I think. Yeah, A320.
that's off to Alicante.
Awesome.
Indeed so. Right, crunchy, that's eased up.
I'm just going to have a look at that Turkish A330 actually, because I think it's quite an unusual sight to see aircraft doors open with no jetway or stairs attached.
We might have a Swiss 330 rolling now, Eddie. No, it's not. It's that was my exaggeration. It's yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
What a beauty. Gear up.
So next departure from runway 28 is an A220 operated by Swiss on its way to Stockholm. It's all lined up, just waiting for ATC clearance. .78 likes up. Thank you, Audrey. We're ticking up to the first 100 by United 767. I'm gonna guess. Let's have a closer look at that one. .767-300 extended range, about to cut the shot. Off to New York Newark with a roller. And he's on it. Come on, feel the noise. Gear up.
There is that United 767 Bart was talking about previously. How would you rate the United's fuselage on minty whiteness?
That one, I think it's mid-range, is it not? It's not as grotty as the other one, the Delta. Still a bit short of Singapore. I'd say it's off-white. You might get an overfly by the Swiss 330. But we'll hear it. We'll only hear it. Yeah, sorry. We get it on the platform, won't we?
Alright. What's lined up to go next? We've got a Swiss, it's Swiss 220, isn't it, to Stockholm. And that'll be followed by another Swiss to Palma de Mallorca, A320. So A220, A320. So the next heavy out, I think we've got. Oh no, it's a 321. It's not heavy. Ignore me. Oh.
Yeah, it looks like we've got another aborted takeoff on 28.
Sorry?
It looks like we have another aborted takeoff on 28.
that will be the Stockholm departure, the A220.
Quite get it due to the fence, but it was rolling and he's decided against it. I don't know, is there anything rolling on 18 that could be a misunderstanding, or?
Not sure.
Ah, it could be this Baltic crossing over. He was taking off and it looks like the Baltic's just parked on the runway. As we are now watching. So the aircraft I just showed you that you can see for that mess cage was rolling. The Baltic is now virtually stationary on runway 228. So
Bit of a false start.
bit of a false start. And the aircraft behind the Swiss is also now taking position and lined up.
Yeah, that's another Swiss. That's a 320.
Interestingly, he has purely parked it on the runway.
Back into the chat. Good morning, GRWW. Very early morning to you in Dallas, Texas. We do try and get around, but that's all made possible by the support we get through our friends. So everything we take, we put onto content, and every so often we get into a let's do this thing, and that was this really. Oh, what's it moving? What can I hear? Nothing.
The Swiss that was
The
on
Swiss is
takeoff roll is now.
We're now rolling. So the Stockholm departure.
I think
has switched.
I think he'll have to vacate.
He's going to have to vacate. It is vacating. It's given away about 200 yards, hasn't it?
So I suspect the next departure potentially could be one of the heavies we've seen go around the corner.
Yes, rolling now. Although that might be the top end runway. Let's see if I've got the right one. Yeah, an A330 to Chicago 777 is coming your way. So it is gonna be. Let's see if I can get the screen up big. Coming your way, pretty much. Yeah. No, it looks like the 320 is going. So if I confuse my runways, I have. Apologies, folks. That's an inbound plane I clicked on. Nicely done, Eddie. So good morning as well to anyone that is in the stream and wonders who's at this end. It's Mark and Eddie live from Zurich. Hope you're doing well this Sunday. Well, I suspect John Mackenzie's using John's time zone in Hong Kong as an example. He's probably far nearer to being in Monday. Of course, it's Monday's bank holiday in the UK, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good times. Right, what can I see there? Is that another Swiss? Is that a 340 pushing out? Eddie saw the Swiss 340. He thinks on the first day we were here, but I was busy trying to sort the technical issues out. No, it's not.
I think that's wishful thinking. This is going to be a Swiss 777.
It is triple. I couldn't see all of it then. Paul Usher. Good morning to Paul Usher first and foremost, and welcome to the PSA Crew Lounge, buddy. Thank you for your support, Paul Usher. We can't get the fireworks on today. Oh, here it goes. Member for 5 months as well. So, Paul Usher, PSA plus 5F, my short answer self. So no, we, at the minute, keeping the kit dry and running as little additionality on the encoder just so we don't overtax the signal is the way we're going, but we'll do some fireworks later, we hope. Right, I see what we've got here. That's an inbound. Ooh. Ian Nicholson, you're a great mate. Thank you so much from myself and Eddie.
gifting a third membership of the show.
Thank you very much, Ian. Great support.
Oh, is that an EasyJet lined up? First EasyJet departure of the show. By popular demand, we've got an EasyJet returning to Alicante. Aircraft in question, an A319-100, 15 years of vintage.
I'm going to put it on the line, and I'm going to say the heavy runway is going to be a departure before, but I'll be wrong because I can see it moving straight away.
The good times roll. We're rolling. We are rolling.
That's what happens when you put things on the line.
Ooh, hang on, we're not done here. I wish we had got the fireworks up, although we'd probably be... Oh, shut up for a minute. So, let's just go back one. Paul Rusher has not only taken membership, but has also gifted a membership. If my screen would stay tightly still enough, that would be good. A Kiwi Cat 13 Dreamweaver, who we know. That's nice, it goes to people we know. Thank you for your generosity and support to the channel. Jim 33 and Abby Garvey, good morning to you both. Check I've not missed anybody else in the excitement. In fact, a Kiwi Cat 13 Dreamweaver is in the show, so good morning to you. And we've got the Swiss 330 lining up now for departure to New York JFK, a 12-year sort of age A330. So it looks like we're going to get runway 28 going first, and that is that Swiss A320 that aborted takeoff 10 minutes ago, having another go. Rolling now. I believe it. We have great friends at PSA, very proud of our friends. Paul Rusher has very generously gifted another Plane Sailing Aviation membership, this one to someone else we know, Tony Rivers. Don't know if you're in the show, Tony, but if you're catching it live on Watchback, welcome back, and well, good morning as well. Thank you, Akira Cat 13 Dreamweaver. Virtual fireworks are on. Rab H2. Great stuff. Audrey asks, where's Les? Still asleep. Probably dreaming about Pegasus Airlines and stuff. Oh my God, there's one. There you go. This is what Les is dreaming about. This is a Les cam. This is literally what he's imagining. This plane at this marvellous airport. Especially for you, Les. No expense incurred whatsoever.
Shall we timestamp the Pegasus when we get home so that Les can catch up on it?
Just for Les. We've got an Aegean as well, nudging out further along runway 28. Michelle Johnson is in the show. Good morning, Michelle.
Good morning, Michelle.
Right, our departing A330 is now properly lined up, which will be great from where Eddie is. That's going to be the next plane to go. I'll stop talking. I'll tap you on the shoulder, Eddie, when it's moving. Good man.
On the observation deck, the Pegasus is actually generating a bit of a stir on the observation deck with the spotters here.
Got a new nose on it, hasn't it, Eddie?
Yeah, I think so.
Our departing A330 isn't moving yet.
Get those chocks in, boys. Dr. Kersey, good morning to you. And Nell W, thank you so much. You're a great friend to Plane Sailing Aviation, both as a moderator, supporter, and Ko-fi donor. And if my screen will keep still, thank you so much. Nell says, great stream from Zurich. And great company in the chat too. That's Mark adding a bit in. £5 to the cause. Thank you, Nell. In the book.
You know, if pigs could fly, they probably would send us 2 flying Pegasus on the deck at the same time.
We're rolling. Streamer alert. And there is another flying pig. Eddie will put you on that when he's finished showing you the streamers. So we said, good morning to Dr. Kersey. Yeah, not the VIP lounge, but a very agreeable spot. Observation deck E, which is airside, as we've accessed it. Absolutely fantastic.
So Les Donaldson, when we timestamp this for review. It's not Groundhog Day, we are watching the second fly Pegasus taxi along.
A340 tack coming into shot as well.
But we're going to have to leave the second fly Pegasus because the Mark
You move that camera to the Edelweiss, so there's going to be a kerfuffle on the observation deck.
The Edelweiss 340 takes priority.
Yeah. Don't you be listening to Les?
No.
Hammy says here, the flying pigs couldn't have parked anywhere better for us.
No.
It's like getting your hair ruffled, isn't it, after you've been clattered on a football pitch? Yeah, if you heard the sound of scufflings, that's me and Eddie having an artistic difference on.
So let's get people thinking nice and early. Are we looking at the plane of the day, or is there better to come?
I don't know, but my chat's just reset itself, and I've got a feeling I might have missed another giftie. So let's just get there. I think Paul Rusher has gifted us again very kindly, and that's gone to Lucky 7. And not limited there by generosity, Ian Nicholson has also gifted a membership, and that's gone to Brian Clark. So Paul, thank you very much from Eddie and I, and Ian, thank you as well for your continued generosity, both of you. So that's Paul on 3 and Ian on 4, I think. Hands all shaking with excitement. I know Eddie will have the camera on that 340, so that is good. Lloyd Bell, good morning to you. Lloyd says, locked in Embraer 195E2 taxiing for departure, which is their first and only E2 currently, delivered less than a month ago. So that's the one you've got eyes on there. Stay with the 340 at the minute. So that's a special fact. I hope you're having a great summer, Lloyd. When do you go back to uni? So they're only 195E2, less than a month old. Oh, they are noisy, these flying pigs. Good morning, Mark Pride. Happy Sunday to you, buddy. And it's nice, yeah, to be in the room with you at the same time, so to speak. Hope you're doing well, pal. Right, lining up to go from runway 28 is the lot we were talking about, an Embraer 195E2, which we've learned from Lloyd is the only one in the fleet and brand new, less than a month old. Then we'll see. Oh, it's rolling as well. It is rolling. Here it goes.
minute, I can't keep up with the excitement. I'm going to try harder. Paul Rusher, I think, has gifted us another membership, which went to Graham Thompson 1. Let's just check. Stay still, chap, please. Right. Paul Rusher, thank you so much, mate. If we had the fireworks, I think we'd be in a permanent cavalcade of them. Thank you, Paul. Fantastic support for the channel, and as I was saying earlier, we spend every single penny on content of Plane Sailing Aviation, and makes things like this possible too.
It is the awesome generosity from the members on a continuous basis, and those supporting us in streams like today that really help bring us more of this kind of action to you guys. So if you are enjoying it, I just want to say thank you first of all for watching,
massively.
and a massive thanks to those who are supporting us to bring this content to you all.
And well, Lloyd's back at uni in a week, so it's amazing how fast the time goes. Michelle's making a cuppa. Make one for me, please, Michelle. No sugar in mine. Watching me figure. So that was that. Scrolling down. Do-do-do-dee-do-dee-do-dee. Dee-do-dee-doo. I think I'm more or less there. Okay. What is happening there? Oh, there's a chair intersecting. But did you get a snap of the Dornier over there on the remote stand?
Yeah.
You're the king. I'll go on the Facebook page once I've got home and worked out what's what. I love that plane. It's another one I'd like to fly on.
I think we've got a departure from the heavy runway, unless my ears are deceiving me. Could be a false alarm, folks.
I don't think we have.
I'm just getting nervous now.
No,
I feel there is a 767. I was trying to count in my head how many heavies have passed.
I think the next departure from, what runway are we tracking that way? 32, did we say?
This way is 18.
18, from runway 18 is an A321 to Porto. That's the next one to take the centre line. They're all queued at the minute, which is interesting because I don't see much of anything moving.
There's not much doing, so I'll keep the camera in this relatively neutral position on the Singapore
Yeah, keep
Airlines.
it well away from the Pegasus. Whatever you do, definitely more Singapore.
Keep it on the Singapore.
Or, if you fancy a bit of Turkish delight to your left, you can do a bit of that. Graham Thompson is in the show. Good morning, Graham. And thanking Paul Rusher for the kind gift of a membership. All good. And Audrey's gone for a latte. Do you know something? If there was a way of getting a latte here, I think I'd quite fancy a latte for a change of pace. That's my default change to a pot of tea. So what's Jim 30p up to? A couple of shop purchased Stroop waffles. Don't even think I know what they are. Do you know what Stroop waffles are?
No, but I'm happy to find out.
Eddie's always up for food research. 94 likes up, says Audrey. We are getting close to the ton, folks. Right. Oh, one of those little Bombardier Challenger 650s just cut through. Was that the one that nipped out to Geneva or wherever it was? Come back.
I won't chase it through the mesh.
No, you.
Put it on,
Michelle's got the tea in, so we don't need to go down the latte route. It's going to be tea, biscuits. Eddie doesn't do hot drinks, do you, Ed?
no, I like to be refreshed.
He's more of a beer person on a Sunday morning. More of a Heineken kind of guy. Yeah, that would be grand. There's a couple of little chairs here which I was going to drag here, but they've actually been security locked to each other, so if you move one, you've got to move two.
Just get one in each arm.
Yeah, well, you're not here with Jeff Capes. Right, now W. Next time to Schiphol. Stroop waffles, every store at the airport. Somehow I failed to notice that on my previous visits. We are hoping to get back to Schiphol relatively soon, but we've just got to crunch the numbers in due course.
What is going on runway 18? Come on, there must be a bit of a queue developing. Maybe it's just
There is a runway 18 has, let's just have a look, not as big a queue as you think. Next to go is United Airlines with the 767-300 to New York Newark. That is holding, it's still on the taxiway actually, well short of the final point. curious.
Well, then I'm going to take the opportunity for a
You
gentle,
can do what you want.
gentle show and
Chair
tell.
intersecting over here. This is still an A at the minute. An A320, 214 years of age.
Oh, we've got a departure on runway 28. Small business jet.
Oh yes, didn't see that. Well spotted, Eddie.
So that might be airborne. I'll get it now.
Singing away. And this is coming your way now. A Cessna 510 Citation Mustang. Rare beast for us indeed. Off to Brussels. 15 years of age. Bye-bye. Political bias says, where is the Kofi? I've not, hang on PB, I just check I'm not, do you mean the link? I think I've left that in the thumbnail, my friend, if that's what you're asking. I didn't put it like I sometimes do as a top of the chat window, what do you call it, pinned. If that's what you're asking, I hope I've not missed anything. So I know the Kofi bot is working today. So yeah, I've not put the link in there. It's also on our YouTube homepage. I don't know if any of the mods team could help me by pinning the Kofi link in the chat. Don't worry if not. And if you're asking a slightly different question, I think I have understood you correctly, actually. I found a new level of things to struggle with last night. Couldn't get the local SIM to work in the encoder box. But anyway, you don't need that one. And good morning, Carl Scheel and Sylvia Barker. Okay, Nell W. I thought it was in the thumbnail, but I'm not sure. I feel like I've come out without my shoes on now. How did I not think of putting that in? Right, lined up to go on runway 18 is that Swiss A321 off to Porto. Isn't yet moving from what I can see, but I'll keep it on an open tab. Ground speed still 0. I'll be hearing that sound in my dreams tonight. I'm wondering what time the Singapore triple goes out. All the food's gone on it. We've seen the provisioning truck, so
I think standing here is...
oh, they're boarding it. I can see people going through, so we're going to see it. That'll be good. Right, next departure from 18 is rolling, Eddie. It's not long started rolling, but of course flight radar's likely to be a bit laggy. Are you able to catch a bit more that way, or is that really...
I think that hole makes it look...
no, you know what you're doing. And we've got a little BizJet. Ooh, 100 likes are up, says Gary Fleming. Awesome, folks. Awesome, awesome. And I see Dopey Gorp is in the show, so good morning to Dopey Gorp. And Max Ben, good morning to Max Ben. Oh, PB, you're a geezer and a half. Great friend to the channel, long time friend, very kindly donated us £5. No such thing as small, everything matters at this channel, literally. So, thank you, PB. So the hundreds, oh. Thank you, Chipaz. The 777 goes at 11:45 Swiss time, so we'll get that one during the show. That's good. I saw a little exec jet dance around just before I saw the Kofi. Can't see it now. No, W. I don't know what Eddie would rather have less than coffee. Probably tea, actually.
I think both. I'm just not a fan really of hot drinks at all, not even hot chocolate. I like my drinks nice and cold and refreshing.
Now who doesn't like hot chocolate? And you like chocolate?
Yeah, I do.
Thanks Nell W. I've just picked the Kofi link up in the chat. So you saved me. Oh, did I miss that one? It's all happening here, all happening. So next to line up from runway 18 out of shot to us is an A321 operated by Swiss on its way to Athens. Right, see if I can get control of the chat. Rab H, thank you mate for doing what you need to do. And again, okay. So we've got somebody being tricky. Yeah, that's Ben, another keyboard warrior, hey? Thank you, Rab, for dealing with that person. Oh, Foxy B is very kindly copied us as well. God love you, Foxy B, another long-term friend. Laura, I'm glad you said Laura in the chat, because obviously I know your name's Laura now. I know, so I'll just call you Laura. Laura, thank you so much. Let's just get that in the book. There we go. I don't know why this, I've got a technical malfunction here, which is why I've just suddenly gone quiet. Ross, good morning to you. You're the first name that's jumped on my chat while I try and recover what's gone wrong there. Rare Holly, good morning to you. I think it's an interesting point Word makes on Condor, our livery favourites. Oh, Claire Holmes, sorry, not Claire Holly. Alright. Glasses need a white. Still got a few rain splats on it from the first part of the show. Carl Shields having a beer. Have one for me. I think I'm in the right place now chat-wise. Chipaz will not see the Ethiopian 350 inbound. The arrivals, the heavy arrivals, are all behind this observation deck. On this side. I think you can see it the other side, but you don't see as much other action. Right, we've got to the roller. United Airlines is coming to your right, Eddie. 767 to New York, Newark. Any second now. Here it comes. Here it goes. Claire Holt is in Accrington. First time viewer. Well, Claire, I'm Mark, and Eddie is on camera at the minute. Hello. Our pleasure to have you with us. We're normally at Newcastle or Edinburgh, but periodically we like to bring you all something different. And actually, just for those who don't know, Zurich was actually chosen by the membership, so that's the other thing that we do. We kind of say, where do people want to go? And then we do a bit of a vote on it, and then do it when we can do it. Lloyd says the Qatar Executive Gulfstream 650 is readying for departure. It's on the intersection there on runway 18.
Who was that?
The Gulfstream is straight in front of you.
Who was the comment?
Sorry?
Who was the comment from?
I don't know, I've lost my thread now.
Well, we just had a look at that previously.
Right, we're rolling actually on runway 28. Sun Express is off somewhere to my... Sorry, Eddie. Eddie's having a terrible time with me.
The Qatar exec jet was what we were looking at previously for whoever that was who was...
Lloyd mentioned
Lloyd,
the exec,
so Lloyd,
I've been talking to somebody else before that, you see. To Antalya, that plane.
Yeah, so back to the exec jet, we're going to get it back on camera now, but for those who were interested in that one in particular, that was the aircraft we were looking at. We were looking at its nose previously before it crossed over runway 18, and it is now back on our screens, just passing the British Airways Dornier aircraft, which incidentally looks like it's boarding. In the background we've got an SAS, I think it is, as well, so plenty of action still to come. How's it going in the chat, Mark?
He's looking quite brisk. Got a great crowd in the show today, Eddie. It really is. It's quite a treat actually to be able to look at the chat screen a lot more. I think that I'm getting gradually used to triangulating the runway configuration here. It's all upside down on flight radar for our position, or fairly upside down. So it looks like departure wise, next out from runway 28 is an Edelweiss A380 to Kos. Get there in the end, 20 years of age. Aircraft, actually there might be one in front of that, but I can't see. Let's see if that's true. No, I think I'm right, it's just making the turn now to line up. Political Bias, I'll see you on the move, mate. Thank you so much for your support and hope to see you before we go off air, mate. You're a pin-up now, W. You are the PSA pin-up. It's like getting up in lights, I suppose, isn't it? You got me out of a tight spot. No Carl Shield, I've not seen a single Aer Lingus, so I'm guessing somehow it's all British Airways type routing. I can't believe Aer Lingus don't fly here.
We haven't seen many British Airways, to be fair, aside from that Dornier, which interestingly isn't even heading back to the UK. This one is
Edelweiss now rolling.
Heading elsewhere.
Chipaz says what time we're live to today. I think we are planning to stay live till around 1:15 local time, but we're going to have to see which gate. Hold that thought. We need to see which gate our flight is going to be allocated to, because if we are gate E, we're fine because we're in E. If we're gate D, we've got to get a metro train and go back through security, we think, and potentially passport control. That's what we've been told this morning, and therefore we'll see. Watch this space. That assumes everything else keeps working tickety-boo. Next to go is going to be a Finnair, shortly to disappear into Finnair. Ba-dum-bum-boosh. And that is an Embraer 190 long range, 13 years of age. Next to go. Yeah, Chipas, I get confused with the time. I really do. I'm old. blessed by with my little eye. Oh, I think switched itself off. No! Oh yeah. Ian Nicholson, so kind, gifting us another membership. You'll be breaking my abacus, but I loved you for it, Ian. Thank you, mate. Let's see why it's not doing what it should be doing. And that went to Jody J. So thank you for that, Ian. Fantastic support, absolutely peerless. Thank you. Right, lining up looks like some kind of exec busy jet thing. See if I'm right. Yeah, it's the Qatar exec that Lloyd was on about, and that is off to Riyadh. Gulfstream G650 extended range, 5 years of age, very plush inside. You can pretty much be certain of that. Gary Fleming, thanks for the reminder on the likes as well. I know we're not a big audience today, but all the right people are here, and make sure we get the likes on the board, go a long way. I think if we get another dip in movements, we'll put the fireworks on, Eddie. I think we're at that point, we can do that. We'll firework going forward then, and then if we get time we'll do some retro tributes, yeah? Nothing going out on runway 18 at the minute, or we're rolling. So, what is next to go? Let's find out. Next to go is a Swiss A320 200 Neo, 4 years of age, and that is off to London Heathrow. It's all I can hear in my head. Nice little swanky biz jets.
Good spot there, Mark.
Sorry?
Good spot.
It is. The plane Eddie's gone to is a what? Let's see if I can get it up.
Ah, it's the one we saw on...
Oh yes. A picture of this, if it offers itself, will be nice, Eddie. So this is a Jet Netherlands Dassault Falcon, nearly fell for it, Rob. Dassault Falcon 2000 EX, 21 years of age. Boy, does that look good. And we're rolling now with the departing 320. We're going into shot about now. Checking out the BizJet emoji action. Rab H hitting the button. LW showcasing We Love Zurich, and also in with the BizJet. Yeah, lots of emojis. So members, particularly new members that are in the show, remember we've got not just the usual kind of emoji menu, but we have got some Switzerland specials. Not Toblerone though. The SAS are going next, and this is a rare 195 long range, 17 years of age, all lined up to go from runway 28. The other runway we're covering, runway 18, currently nothing lined up. Foxy B loves Zurich too, and of course you've been here, haven't you, Foxy? What are your thoughts on Switzerland out of curiosity? I know it's hard to be concise in the chat, but I'm intrigued.
What's this aircraft, Mark?
This is the Jet Netherlands one we were talking about. Picture of this one definitely, Ed. Nice good one. It's a Dassault Falcon 2000 EX. Any given day, that will be my plane of the day so far. So many situations, but what do you reckon? It's a sweetie. As we know, I've got a bit of a Dassault bias. But I do look 340. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I just switched the tablet off for the 55th time today. Really shouldn't be allowed to use technology. Yeah, great choice, editor. Oh, we've got BizJet rolling. BizJet rolling. I'll tell you what it is in a minute. I can't see it. It's not transponding for me at the minute. Got a little Singer engine. Got no clue on that one. It wasn't transponding. She loved it here when she was here in March. Yeah, the trains are brilliant. I know there's a lot of stereotypes about it all, but clean, tidy, a little bit pricey. Yeah, you're right. Back to Eddie's point earlier. The Edelweiss you are looking at has recently arrived from Calgary.
Feels like a long way to go on an Airbus 220.
Sorry?
It feels like a long way to go on the Airbus 320, sorry.
We've got over there, Helvetic. Looks like it could be a 170, but I might be wrong. A rare 190 long range over yonder. I'm just going to go over the other pier, Eddie. Just going to put the headphones on you so you know your sound's there. I'm leaving you with Eddie. Be kind to him.
Michelle Johnson says it's Edelweiss heaven. True that, Michelle, and me and Mark are enjoying the experience so far. Really nice to see the aircraft in Edelweiss livery. Ham in with the comment, let's talk about Mark while he's away. Ooh, I'm not sure about that one. Anyway, we've got something moving on runway 28.
That jet's moving. But you knew that anyway, didn't you? Stand back.
Emirates on Madrid.
So the plane on camera is, as you can see, in Iberia. It's an A321, 218 years of age. The opposite side of the deck has got a lovely array of international tail fins, but the action levels don't stack up. Might be a good one when you think you want to change over. Just jog around and take a picture, stroll around, take a couple of pictures if you get that. Other than that, we're staying here with the kit. This is definitely a prima view. So, back to saying hello to people. James Woolard and Tim Smothers, hello to you both. I'm a little bit behind after my little safari. Railman, hi to you. Safari. I don't think it is a safari really, is it? I just walk around on a very nice decking from one side to the other. It is pretty darn good. I never thought to ask, Foxy B, did you actually go on either of the observation decks when you came through Zurich? Of course, good morning to anybody that has joined the show since I last said hello. Obviously dynamic audience as we work our way through the morning. Looks like we've got a nice little departure. It's going to be the smallest plane of the day. If it goes from runway 18, which you think it will do, a Cessna 127P Skyhawk 2. And that is operated by a Motorflug Groupie. That's not how you say it, is it? Should I say that? Motorflug Group Zurich. But anyway, look it up on Flight Radar if you want a better pronunciation. It's up to Nels Air Hub. Motorflugger. That was a lot better. Got a Cathay Pacific truck down there as well. A340. Take a picture of it, Eddie. Ooh. This is what I never saw on Friday because I got my head in the box trying to sort out the problems. Oh man, give me a picture. It's an NA to NA at the minute, according to this, but it's made my day. Right, Sun Express is about to start rolling. Ooh. Izmir is the Sun Express departure from runway 28. Just started rolling. Yorkshire Biker is in the show. Good morning, Yorkshire Biker.
Good morning to you, Yorkshire Biker.
Loving the emoji action. Hammy, Foxy B, Yorkshire Biker, and Nell actually dovetailing it nicely as well.
Very heavy, that aircraft.
And let's have a look. Some more 340 love emoji. Love 340 emoji for Greg Thorpe and Gary Fleming. I think Bruce is going to be reaching for that. I just think he definitely want to look 340. Wow. That's my new plane of the day. Oh, Michelle loves it too. We love a 340, but the Swiss, honestly, when I was struggling to get the stream up and running on Friday, one of these passed through and Eddie was talking to a fellow enthusiast, and I was so in the zone trying to fix things, it just passed me by. Oh, Lloyd Bell's got some great news for our newly recaptioned Nell, let's get this right because I'm not used to saying it, Nell W-8. No W-8. It sounds simple when you say it like that. But that's a Croatian. I think I missed one of them on Friday as well when I was busy melting down. Right, next departure for us is about to start rolling from runway 28, and that is an Helvetic E190 long range off to Oslo. Now rolling. H, you're a man of consummate taste. 340, Swiss 340 is my plane of the day too, as it stands. And Yvonne B, good morning Yvonne B, first and foremost. Yvonne B loves the 340 as well. Yorkshire Biker giving the Helvetic emoji a good deployment, and Yvonne B with the Swiss Air. That's Swiss Airlines, yeah. I get confused between Swiss and Helvetic when I'm getting excitable, and I'm getting very excitable. Abby's blowing kisses at the prospect of a 380 later in the show. I'd like to give it a kiss on its big goby forehead, I think. That's such a level of enthusiasm. We all love a 380, Abby, don't we? To be fair, it's a crowd pleaser. Is that an Air Europa just been pushed back?
Yeah.
Eddie's already spotted it, it's fantastic. If you go to the door here, it looks like they're boarding at the minute. Have they got the drop down door?
Yeah, looks like the last few stragglers are just jumping aboard.
Lloyd says we've got the Ethiopian 350 on final, so that might roll out this side. Well, I don't think there's any piers left, is there? No, there's no gates left. So that's probably going to come behind us. We live in hope. Glenn's Aviation has got a meal out, so have a cracking time, Glenn. Look forward to catching you soon. We'll be back in variety. In fact, the question I normally try and answer before we go live is when we'll next. Next show I would expect to be Friday from Newcastle. But I got something I was musing on for the Wednesday, so bear with it. ITA are rolling now with their Alitalia Retro livery, departing for Rome. A little baby bus. Just putting the intersection at the minute, we have an Edelweiss A380 that still shows NA to NA. Oh, hang on a minute, someone's just been really kind for us. Ooh, reverse the chat. Yvonne B, God love you. Big hook from Mark and Eddie. Gifting 5 Plane Sailing Aviation memberships. We've got no fireworks yet, but we're going to put them on in a minute. In fact, I might do that now, because it's definitely not going to rain for the rest of the show, I think. That was the other reason I went round the other side, just to see what was likely to be happening, because I don't want to screw up. So Yvonne, thank you so much. You're a great friend to the channel. And who got them? Nanny Needles, Kim Smith, Matt, John Rucroft, and MacArthur, all benefiting from Yvonne's kindness. So any of those good people, if you're in the show but not yet in the chat, please show your appreciation. John Mackenzie is plane of the day on the ITA, Alitalia. That tail fin, as I was saying earlier in the show, it just reminds me of the times gone past. And that kind of makes me feel happy. Right, Eddie, if I get under your arm, the Ethiopian that Lloyd called is just cutting through now. You're on it, Eddie's on it. I'm going to have a go at putting the fireworks in play. But if it starts to give us a bit of turbulence, we'll just back out. I think we'll be good. I mean, you're right. I've resisted pressing the buttons for a bit, and it is a better show when Eddie's pressing the buttons. I think that is actually true. Right, that little tiddle's rolling now on runway 28. That little Cessna 172P Skyhawk. It'll probably be in the air, Eddie, pretty quick. You got it, yeah? Look at that. Abby, how's that for your flying lesson? Would you like that? Ooh, taking a nice scenic bank. Lovely. 43 years of age, if anyone's wondering, that particular aircraft. Oh, hang on a minute. The chat's just been blown up by another good friend of the channel. I just can't make it go back. Michelle Johnson, thank you so much. Another great friend of the channel, so generous to us, gifting 10 memberships. And of course, all we take today is going to really help what we do next kind of thing as well, be it in the UK or overseas. So remember, everything is on content. Michelle, God love you.
And let's not forget as well that it is our members who have decided where we are streaming from today. So, you know, it is a channel where you can dictate the plane spotting experiences as much as practically possible.
It is, as members, for members, it is their channel. Next to go, while I'm thinking about it, I'm getting all excitable, starting to hyperventilate. We've got an Airbus A380 departing and rolling now to Thessalonica. Abby Darby, don't rule out the Skyhawk, that's all I'm saying. And good morning to Giant Coin Stacks as well. Let's have a look. Yeah, Kenji, don't let Mark press any buttons. So where was I going with this? So Michelle gifted 10 very kindly. I'm going to go bottom up. Jonathan McD, Carol Ashy, Mandy Jeffrey, Mark, Kevin Graham, Cowden Kidd, Deet, Tim UK, that's a new one, I've not heard Tim UK's name before, Megan Van, Mother Louie, and Jollyman 77. Awesome stuff. So if you're watching the show, welcome to Plane Sailing Aviation, and in particular, please do say thank you to your kind benefactor. So I've got taking the lid off and doing some bits, or is that going to annoy you? We're going to try a couple of little tweaks at this end. Let's just find out if this will work. Add video source. I'm going to go back because I see you on a dash, that Croatian dash 8. Are you taking a picture? So I thought I'd frozen the screen. You're alright. It was me. I thought, oh, chicken stews. What is Mark doing? Tony Rivers, good morning to you, sir. You're also the recipient of a gifted membership as well. Oh, hang on a minute. And John McKenzie, another fantastic friend, has gifted us very kindly a very generous £50 sterling via Kofi. So we get all the action off that pretty much. Thank you so much, Cookie Monster. Very kind and generous support. Oh, we're rolling with an air Europa, but Eddie's on it. This is not the time for me to be interfering with the box. So throttle me, all of you. Oh. Sorry, I misread that. 5, not 50. Still very generous. I don't know, I'm getting confused. Ignore me, I'm all over the place. That was 50. Thank you so much. And somebody else very kindly gifted 5. It just says from someone though, so thankfully if someone could help me out with my idiocy, trackside. So we've been gifted, thank you someone who's gifted us 5. I guess that's an anonymous one, but if it isn't and I can put a name to it, I'd love to. And thank you, John. Yeah, for a minute I saw 50, which was yours, and then the 5, and I thought, oh, could I get this back to front? Hello?
And we spoke yesterday.
Yes, we did.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Now we have the same situation as yesterday. We have a public visitor stay. When is your flight going?
We are departing at 16:40 this afternoon, 16:40.
Because actually now I have the same situation. I have to send everyone back to the gate because there's like a visitors. I never had a situation like you before that.
Way around it. So we're not going to go anywhere. We're only going to stand here. Honestly, we were. You know what? I was yesterday. I was down making sure we would only go to the toilet at most or stand here.
Yeah.
And you'd have my absolute word on that. Oh.
Okay, let me think.
Okay, I mean, I realise I'm asking a lot with that, but I mean, obviously you'll be making a lot of people very happy if we can do that, but you have to think about it, and I can only hope that so I don't know how that's going. Obviously 40 coming into shot. I don't know if Eddie's caught that one while I'm just calculating what's what. We may end up, they've got some kind of event that might see us moved off here. He's going to have to think about whether he'll let us stay or not. I guess he's going to have to talk to his manager, and luckily we know the gentleman involved. We met him yesterday. We may end up with an earlier finish than we wanted, unexpectedly. So Foxy B, yeah, the staff, the security staff here have got another event they want to use the deck for. It wasn't advertised, so we were here in good faith, but we may be vacated because they're going to be public people in another way. So we're just going to go and ask or think about whether he's going to permit us to A4 the same shot. I'm all over the place. Yeah, sorry team. I see a lot of other questions in the chat around that one. Alright, that was you, was it, Tony Rivers? Thank you so much, Tony. We may have to take this down quite quickly, and then we'll have to work out whether we've got enough time to move to the other viewing deck. Because obviously if they want us to move, we're going to move with that force. I've made my case. He's a nice bloke as well. We had quite a decent chat yesterday. It's just a case of what he's able to... Oh, is that Skyhawk? Let me have a look. Sure. Don't worry team, we'll see what we can do. Where are we now? 11:23 local time. If we get turfed off here, we'll have a quick water break and figure out if it's viable to do something different, and if we can't, well, we can't. They're very helpful people here as well, so that's the Pilatus that's going up now, isn't it? So I think the other one was a Skyhawk. Yeah, Tony Rivers, Zurich it is. Hoping Chipaz we can get you this Singapore departure, but at the minute we were very much in the hands of the goodwill of the staff that are responsible for security here. So we would definitely have set up from the other observation deck, although the signal isn't as good as here. That's by the by. Oh my jingo. If I missed anything I should have seen in the chat, I'm sorry about that. So the Turkish you were looking at is departing for Istanbul. Turkish A330, 13 years of age. Next line-up I see from runway 28, assuming this isn't a stale image, is an Avion Bombardier Challenger 604. I don't think I've seen a 604. This one is off to Milan, 23 years of age. So folks, please do give us a like if you are in the zone for a like, if you haven't yet already done so. Tony Rivers might get to Newcastle for an hour on Wednesday as you are in South Shields for a few days. Well, I don't know if we are going to be Newcastle on Wednesday from a stroke point of view, although we might be doing something then. That's more like to be Edinburgh than Newcastle. This jet's on its way up. think I'm going to leave the fireworks where they are, team, because I think we're going to get moved. It's not really much what he's feeling. So Mark Pride very kindly has supported the channel, gifting an amazing 5 memberships, which let's just call the names out: Katie D, Ad Flut, Farid Abed, and Lord Melbury. Welcome to Plane Sailing Aviation. Oh no, the Pegasus moving. Make it go away. That is a fantastic generous thing as well. Thank you, Mark. And Tim Smothers as well over there in the US of A has very kindly hosted us as well. That's his steaming up with excitement. Thank you for the wonderful spotting stream. £5 to the cause. Thank you, Tim. Every minute that goes by, I'm thinking, does that mean that the decision's in our favour and is just leaving us alone, which would be great? Who else got membership? Lisa and William Purvis as well. Sorry, I missed that name initially. Till I know we can stay, I'm going to be like a cat on a hot tin roof. Good morning and welcome to anyone that's just joined the show. The A330 is now lining up. Did I say it was Istanbul, Eddie? I played with the races. Yeah, it's a punters thing, A330, isn't it? It's not going Izmir. If he lets us stay, and I'd have to be careful because I don't want to be accused of bribing an official, but I'd definitely like to buy that man some form of refreshment of choice. And if we can't, I think I'd still want to for at least considering us. So, yeah, Istanbul. This is the Turkish 100 livery one, is it not? Am I looking at the wrong bit? Probably looking at the wrong bit.
I was thinking about your case a bit. Actually, how long would you like to stay?
Right, so the plan, we were going to be off the deck in its entirety by 1 o'clock, 1:15, that was the plan.
Okay.
We haven't got any check luggage, that's just our hand luggage. We've obviously already come through security, so the kit is sterile.
Yeah. You know, because actually it's, I didn't think about this yesterday when we spoke about it, that it would be closed again. Actually, it would be okay if you're accompanied all the time, like a person like me from the airport. People are started showing up from 12:30.
Oh, we'll be gone by then if that helps. That would be the best deal that's available, and I want to shake your hand for that.
Yeah.
Would you go?
Okay, 12:15.
Start taking it to bits.
The first bus starts and then people are showing up. So if we could like do this. And take with the risk that
that's
with
more,
you guys.
No, you've done more than I could. So let's just hit it straight so I don't let you down. So 12:15. Stop or be ready to literally ready to go.
Yeah, then people are coming and then
I'll just shove it. I'll tell you what I can do. I'll just shove it all in the box and tidy it up later. 12:12. What will remind me when I leave here? So we go back on the train back into the airside now anyway.
Ah, okay.
So we've come that way.
Yeah. If it would be okay for you.
It's okay. Oh, sorry, Eddie. Eddie got charged us down. But I can't go across you. So you're all right. Eddie on the mic. Yeah, I thought, sorry, I realised I was on your foot. Maybe. Oh, I've not got that. Thank you.
Not to be from listening.
Yeah, we like speaking to each other. Right. I've got my pop-up blog. You've got some chances to go through the highway. And we'll go back down the way we came. Yeah. You never get noticed when we see your ears. So, you never get know the right part. Oh, okay. That's why we're not sure whether the key is the right one. Yeah. We'll go back to the key first. Yeah.
So it was going to be better to stay in this corner.
We'll not go out of here. We're only going to go back.
Yeah, because I have to
Thanks, Eddie.
Oh dear. We're taking an earlier finish, folks, so it's going to be 12:15 Swiss time, so we're in the last 45 minutes of the show, which is a real result in the circumstances. So, sorry that was... You got 45 minutes left. Sorry, Hammy. It's lucky really that the man that was helping me with information yesterday is the man that I've just been talking to. So this event is something he didn't know about yesterday. Right, let's see if I missed anything. I think, where do we get to? Tim Smothers I remember seeing. Oh dear. Oh, we're rolling. They're rolling. Departing Flying Pig. Hideous as it is, off to Antalya. And next out we've got a Swishy privately owned in Rare Phenom 300. That will be the next departure from your left, runway 28. And at least we get to see the Singapore triple go now, don't we? Hopefully.
So, what time are the people arriving for the event?
Around 12:15. So I've promised him 12:15. Everything will be down.
I think probably to be fair to the facility, let's say 12.
12. Because we can take it in ragged order downstairs to get out. Tidy it up later, can't we? He just needs us off the deck. So literally, I think I'll pull the cables out, we'll carry the tripod in tripod form and do it downstairs, yeah? So this will be quite an easy takedown in that sense, Eddie. So the Phenom is running, away it goes. Thank you, folks. Yeah, I think they'll W. It's an interesting one. We couldn't have actually got a later one back unless we were going to go to a secondary location, I guess. I think the thing is with this one, it's interesting that there was no advertising or even anything that would have allowed us to think, no, we can't do observation deck E today. But that's just the way the chips break. The staff of this airport are fantastic. At every turn, it just is what it is. And the bloke who we've just been chatting to, he was such a help to us yesterday. So we'll be bang on the money. Sadly. So, I think we've nearly forgotten about runway 18, but Lloyd's just flagged us onto the Etihad 787-10 Dreamliner, which is currently on its way. It's nowhere near start position yet, but it is taxiing out. Thanks for that, Lloyd. Ooh. Well, I missed that in its entirety. Is that been and gone? Because I don't even see it on my thing anymore. Oh, it's gone back on again. I've got planes disappearing and reappearing on flight radar. It's this kind of stuff you can't make up. So what we got there? Swiss cutting the intersection, and that has just arrived from... Oh, where's it arrived? Looking at the wrong bit. In fact, I don't trust flight radar at the minute. I'm just going to reset it. Sylvia Barker, it's been our pleasure to share the action from Zurich. Take care and hope to see you another time. So the Etihad is now pretty much at the end of the taxiway, just about to hold short of active. So we've got an A340, ooh, another sing-song plane. And that was a NetJets Europe Cessna 680A citation latitude off to Nels Air Hub, aka NA. Next to depart from this end of the bus, runway 28, is an Air France, first one we've seen in the show, A220-300, off to Paris Charles de Gaulle. Just to be lining up at this end. Will the Dreamliner get to go from runway 18 first? I don't know. Looks like that Swiss triple's on its way out to the BizJet Park as well, Eddie. LW, I think you're right about the money in Switzerland. When Eddie and I were walking around Zurich yesterday, it just seemed impossibly wealthy. The Dornier 228's taxiing as well now, Eddie, so we're doing good, but Air France is moving first. Boom, 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 boom. Good morning, Grant Finley. Hello to you. You're on your travels to Munich from Gatwick in 2 weeks from via Salzburg. Two cracking locations actually. I love Munich, I love Salzburg. I've not seen enough of Munich. So I think the Swiss, is that right? No, that's erratic. I'm looking at the wrong plane. Why, I don't know. Yeah, here we go. The plane you were looking at was a recent arrival from Milan. And that 777 that was in the BizJet Park is now cutting across. And in the same shot, Eddie might catch a 320 chair as well.
I just stay close, then it's okay.
Oh.
We'll just rest the camera on the Pegasus as we await the Qatari Dreamliner. Was it an Etihad Dreamliner? I've lost track now. Such has been the plane spotting excitement we've all had a chance to experience today.
And I'm back. Sound okay?
I think so.
Can be my sound. I've just set the microphone and re-clipped it. Thanks Eddie, thanks everyone. Good morning Sue Major as well. So I've just been out the show. Good morning to anybody else that's just joined while I've been away from the room. Abby, have a great time riding. So where am I? And then welcome of course to anybody else that has just joined the show. Welcome to Zurich with Mark and Eddie. So we're going to be finishing a bit earlier today, as many of you will already know. So 10 past 12 we'll close the stream, because we've got to give a guarantee that we will be standing the other side of the door behind me by 1:15, and it won't take me more than 5 minutes to shove everything in a box. Oh dear, right, next departure lined up. I see the British Airways operated by Sun Air Dornier 328-300 jet. The first time we've covered that live on Plane Sailing Aviation. And of course folks, please do get the likes on the board if you haven't yet liked us. And if you're not yet subscribed to Plane Sailing Aviation, please just do it. You can get into the chat, say hi, and it don't cost you a bean. There's loads of planes happening now, is there not? It looks like a very busy... Oh, you found the least of... Oh no, I thought you had the Pegasus on shot. Yeah, good taste there, Eddie. Right, we're rolling on the... on runway 28 with the Dornier. We've just seen a milestone moment from Ian Nicholson, 5 months with Plane Sailing Aviation. He says you need a pay rise, Eddie.
Ah, well.
Eddie looks puzzled because I don't pay him anything. So what have you been telling people? Oh, awesome support, mate. Thank you so much for your loyalty to the channel, and of course you've gifted memberships as well during the show. What I want to say, we love our friends at Plane Sailing Aviation. So where am I?
I think whilst we're looking at this Swiss 777, it's a good time to ask what's people's plane of the day so far.
Yeah, over to you folks. Don't ask me now, my head's spinning. I'll see what comes up in the chat. The Swiss A380 for me. I've just got my senses come back. Right, runway 18 is going to be that Dreamliner departure. I think that is next to go. It looks like we've got a BizJet. I think it's that one, what's that one over there? Also looking to make a move out of the BizJet part. If I can get it up on the old screen. So yeah, Gulfstream G600. Short. Everything's moving. We need more people on the team. It's exactly that one, Lloyd. Yes, G600 taxiing for departure. And NA to NA at the minute. Tell you what, we're going to finish with a major finale. Yeah, now that BizJet with the snazzy livery, the red livery, is also... I'm going to have to watch the show back. I was staying with the Swiss 340 for now, but my BizJet fetish generally trumps a lot of things. 340 says Foxy plane of the day. Amy says 340. Which 340 though? Is it the Swiss or is it the Edelweiss? It's Swiss for me, I think. Mark's hyperventilating. I hope you're enjoying this at home. Eddie's looking like Cool Hand Luke, really. It's just like all in a day's streaming.
flank coin stacks is for the A340 Edelweiss. Pretty stylish. We did have a Swiss 340, yeah, Michelle, just the one. Oh, we're rolling on runway 28. Looks like an Aegean A320 to my naked eye, but we'll soon see. Yep, 320 Neo off to Athens. Tell you what, I'm going to find a dark room to lay down in. This is just like one of the best days ever. I wish we'd got more cameras on to be able to show you all the sort of side action. Eddie's doing a fantastic job on cam, how he's pulling it together. Because this tripod he's using, not easy.
We've got 27 minutes on camera battery in it.
Right, that's a good point. So we were, because we normally top up about now. So it's all going to run out at the right time. Although I've got a spare battery, Eddie, so that would have... We're going to stay friendly with our Swiss friends. We've got an American Dreamliner 8 pushing, says Lloyd. It'd be interesting if we get that on runway 18. Like to think so. Alright, what's next in the blocks for us? It's a chair. So have a sit down, folks, and enjoy the Airbus A319-100 departing for Hurghada. That Gulfstream's moving as well, Eddie. I don't think it'll come across your shot anyway. It's definitely going for us from our end. Yeah, rolling now. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Yeah, I tell you what, Michelle, I'm still shaking. My head was aghast, totally aghast as to how things change so fast, so to speak. But it's not raining, and that's a really good result. So that's the chair waved off. I think that looks like a Helvetic lining up next. No, maybe it's not. Maybe it's my eyesight does need a... Oh, it's another chair. This one's off to Palma de Mallorca. Another 320, 14 years of age. We might be able to pick up, you've probably got it, Eddie, the Gulfstream as it's running through. Oh. Keith Cornell, thank you for your support, buddy. Enjoyed your company. Look forward to catching you. Like I say, definitely Friday from Newcastle. Possibility we might do something from Edinburgh on Wednesday. Just want to tease things through once we've got ourselves settled down. So Hammy says our plane is now only half an hour late from Fuerteventura so far, so half an hour is possible to come back our way a bit, isn't it? As long as it's actually in the air, as this chair will be shortly. The flying chair coming your way, folks. That's cutting the intersection now, and the vehicle in front of it is a premium jet. No surprise there, Bombardier. And he's just zooming in on it now. Bombardier Challenger 650. Pretty swish it is too. 5 years of age, off to Corfu. Meanwhile, runway 28 has some other plane. Pegasus departure A321neo to Istanbul is the next plane that will be coming across you from the left. Tommy 0906 says it's your birthday. Well, happy birthday, Tommy. Hope you're good. Having a cracking day and all the rest of it. So I was distracted then by the flying Pegasus. But it's actually Tommy, isn't it? Not Tommy. I've seen the H there. I was only half looking at the screen, as in trying to look at the Pegasus. How old are you anyway? What birthday are we celebrating? While we wait for that, next line up is, oh, this might be the plane that Nell was talking about, or maybe it isn't, I've forgotten now. We've seen so many good things. Swiss Air Ambulance departing for Dinard, a Bombardier Challenger 650, 8 years of age. So you're going to get a rocket ship one, Eddie. Alex Lester, good morning, Alex Lester. I think Rav H, it's my favourite spot, enhanced if the flying pig wasn't over-represented every way round. But no, I love Zurich, it's just got so much going for it. I better shut up. Bit of quality coming your way. I'm not convinced we're going to see this Singapore go, you know. Oh yes, I am now. So I think our privately owned Gulfstream G600 is lined up, ready to go. Looks like it might have to hold. But we've got that Dreamliner 8 is coming from our runway as well, by the look of it. So Gulfstream is rolling. Alan M, good morning to you. Great variety here. So next departure from runway 32 is a Lufthansa baby bus, 27 years of vintage, off to Frankfurt. I'm just going to get packing a little bit in the background, just so we can honour our promises. I say a promise is a promise. So let's try and get everything. oven ready as I possibly can. Oi. Michelle, we are supposed to depart at 16:40 local time from Zurich. I think Hamid was saying earlier in the chat that our plane has got to do a Fuerteventura run first, so hold that thought. So it might be a little bit late running, but I'm confident that we'll get lucky. You heard it here first. If you find there's an impromptu stream from Eddie and I at Zurich Airport tomorrow morning, you know the best laid plans haven't quite worked out. Or have they? Right, so another biz jet, the premium jets, Bombardier Challenger 650. Off on its way up north, 5 years of age, off to the Sunshine Isle of Corfu. Gary Fleming, I'm glad you've enjoyed it. I mean, it's been tricky in other ways, and I'm grateful to everybody that has watched us with the previous shows. You know, it wasn't ideal having to run in 720, but you kind of have to work with the signal where it's available, and it's definitely much better on this platform than the other one. The atmospheric conditions are much different too. So this jet is rolling. Nell's keeping a very close eye on her Dash 8, the Croatian Dash 8. What you found there, that classic Condor? Oh no, you're on the Singapore Airlines. What we've got left on the cam battery, 16 minutes. Last 10 minutes of the show, folks. American lined up, ready to go. American Airlines off to Philadelphia, USA. Dreamliner 8, 2 years of age. Singapore's pushing back as well. It's all happening here at Zurich. So if you just joined us, final phase of the show, Mark and Eddie bringing you all the action from Zurich. Please do drop us a like, give us what you can do for us in terms of YouTube, but American Airlines now rolling. This is going to be awesome. Easy start up, Lloyd.
Say that 777 startup is the best sensation I've felt in my body on this trip.
Me too.
It vibrated.
So you like into the vibe. I must admit, I was going through the same range of emotions. Well, there's a bit about the proximity here. Tell you what, the chat likes it too. Rab's a yes. Now W likes it, Foxy B, Wiltshire, Biker, Michelle.
today, says Ram. Lloyd likes it too. Win-win for everybody. Last 8 minutes of the show. GFD Doggo, good morning to you. Runway 28 has a Swiss A380 rolling now, heading to NA according to this. Coming your way now. Simon E's got the 777 emoji going. Looking good. Should have come with the Singapore emoji really, shouldn't we? Yeah, loads more 777 action in that emoji. Emoji library, Gary Fleming, Foxy B and Nell W amongst those that just caught my eye.
Plane of the day, anyone?
Sorry?
I'm asking, is it plane of the day for anyone?
I think we're still with the 340 at the minute. I don't think anyone's going to go to the 777. John Kenneth Williams, I've forgotten if we said happy birthday to you. I think I've said Monday happy birthday today, but we did, did we? Just to be sure, happy birthday, mate. Head scrambled. Alexander Ward, good morning to you as well. 6 more likes for 150. Let's sign off on a 150, folks, if we can. Oh, the Turkish. Well, I'll get this right. Let me just reconfigure my. Yeah. Turkish Airlines A321 is taxiing our way. I'd like to think we can get its departure, probably with 6 minutes remaining. It's probably going to be a close call. Condor is just about to line up, though let's think what we can definitely get. Although flight radar's playing me false now, so might just have to do a refresh.
I think
Alexandra says good morning.
Good morning, Alexandra. I think what we'll do, folks, is 10 past or the Singapore 777.
Yeah.
Because the people here have just been absolutely spot on, so we
Do
don't
you want
want
your rucksack putting on your back?
No, that won't save any time.
So yeah, the 100 years Turkish livery is harrowing to us, and I'm not sure that's on cam at the minute. Do you want to pop it on cam for a second, Eddie? Oh no, you're waiting for the rolling jet. Condor's rolling. You see, you can't. There's too many moving parts. It's great. Time is moving bags around. By this every minute we can. We've got 2 amazing finishing prospects. The Turkish Airlines 100 livery, which would be a great one to get from runway 32. We're not going to get both, are we? That's quite clear. So, or it's the Singapore triple, which I don't think we're going to get.
I think let's wrap it up now then.
No, it's be either or. So we've still got the minutes. I'll keep it here. So you keep your.
Hang on, Eddie, switch it off then, mate. Switch yours off. Eddie's just going off mic. You're better staying on the camera though, because
I don't appreciate it.
Because what?
I'm going to be with my bags.
All right, and I will attempt to do two things. Let's see what's what. I don't think we're going to get the A321. I'm just going to take a quick snap of that. I know Eddie's already got. It might be the moment we have to finish, folks, because there's 2 minutes left. That Singapore Airlines is just about at the top of its mark. So I do apologise, team, I'm not active in the chat at the minute. Eddie's sitting with the bags inside the lobby, so he's now off mic. Because obviously we need to keep where we are, everything accounted for in that. So this is going to go to an abrupt finish. I don't think we're going to get what we need to show you with the 777. I think it's not made enough. I don't know, it's gone dark on the flight radar. 2 more likes for 150. It'd be nice if we could get it. Oops, sorry, that's me looking over my shoulder. Right, I think it's nearly, we're going to close down. So folks, from here at Zurich, you've been awesome. Thank you to moderators, viewers and everybody that has donated. We've got to go. Love you all.